Hello everyone and welcome to the Vuba Valley initiative. I was asked by Margie Pretorius to investigate a 12 volt pump which you can purchase online. So here's that pump, and it's a 12 volt pump which ranges from 9 to 14.4, making it a 72 watt pump with a 6 amp current. The 80 watt panel is a lot higher voltage, 18 to 22 volt, so I'm not too keen about using it directly on the pump. So I chose to go with a small charger. The solar charger is a 10 amp charger. This 10 amp charger is connected to a battery. This is a normal 7.2 amp hour battery which you use for gate motors and things like that, small electronics, which is sufficient. The solar charger is connected to the battery. Then the solar charger knows what battery system you're working with, and then you connect it to the panel. Panels will always have the specifications written down on the back. There are no connections here, just bare cable, so you'll have to look at getting lugs and connectors. Cheapest and easiest again is to use chocolate blocks. So I'll show that when I do videos of the tests that I'm doing outside. So I'm going to start playing around now with this componentry and pumping some water. The pump is then connected to the battery. This way you would also need some kind of a switching mechanism, either a manual switch or a float switch which goes into the tank. This thread is it's for a compression gland, as you can see on this side. The compression gland opens up like that. You put this over the pipe that you use. It's probably a clear silicone pipe, which is okay for indoor purposes, but it won't handle outdoor in the weather whatsoever. Also, you would need to have all this componentry somehow contained in some kind of a weatherproof container, a bucket. A 20-liter paint bucket would be the quickest and simplest to recycle, to contain everything, to keep it dry, especially that. This also, you don't want this to get wet. This is a 20mm garden hose pipe. Just so happens that this fits snugly inside there. So if I use just a little bit of PTFE tape, thread tape, around the threads to close that gap on the thread pitch, then I can push that hose pipe over, and we use straightforward hose clamps. They have to be a match. You don't want to get a clamp that's bigger, because that saddle is not going to sit nice and round over the pipe and the nipple. That's the cheapest and simplest and most readily available solution. These ports, also 20mm for the hose pipe. Standard plumbing thread size is a 3/4. This would be to connect onto a tank, so that you can pump to a tank directly. T-piece, yeah, if you want to go down to a tap. Some of the bigger tanks have a much bigger port, like a JoJo tank, so you would have to get one of these, and then put your hose pipe nipple in there. PVC, if you're coming from a PVC pipe, 50mm pipe, onto that tank port. So these fittings you will have to consider with your connections. This is about $5, this is about $6. This year is about 20 rand each, 20 for this, 20 bucks for that. The 5 rand for one of these were fairly decent quality. This year 250, 300 rand online. Same as the one shown in the Bulunkula incubator. This year you're looking at 700, 800 bucks, 900 bucks. And this, I think you 250, 300 rand for a battery. One like this, access control, gate motor, automation. Hose pipe you're looking at about 12 rand a meter if they cut it. This 20 mil pipe should be about 12 rand a meter. If you buy a whole roll, you'll spend like 500 rand and you won't get the same cost per meter. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll be posting some more stuff as I do tests and tries, and I'll let you all know of my experiences for this online knowledge and skill sharing platform.